2 field goals on that occasion to get the Panthers home in Golden Point. Again, the big names are being rested here for the Panthers, Mick, as they were last week against the Cowboys.
Yeah, certainly are, but great spirit showing up in Townsville last week in that heartbreaking Golden Point loss when Scotty Drinkwater just took the game away from them. But Ivan Cleary showing great faith in the likes of Tyrone Peachey with the experience, Jamin Salmon, Cogger, and Hosking. Boy, what a signing Hosking has been, and how well has he played for them. Tonight, the Newcastle Knights, well, it is season on the line stuff for them. Sitting in 14th position, only 5 wins for the season. Kalen Ponga captaining the side. Marzu back, great news. He hasn't missed the bus on the way to the foot of the mountain. He is there tonight. And boy, do they need to get this one done if they are any chance of playing finals.
Yes, 5 wins, 1 draw, 8 losses for the Knights. Kalen Ponga is on deck, though. And they are always a chance when he's wearing the number 1 jersey. Leads out the Panthers. Second meeting between these two teams in 2023. And it's Kalen Ponga, who didn't play in that round 7 encounter, will get us underway here tonight. Kickoff goes down to Jamin Salmon, one of those filling the breach tonight for the Stars, who are being rested by Ivan Cleary. Kenny from dummy half. Comes to Moses Leota, who missed the game last week against the Cowboys for personal reasons. Back into the starting side tonight as they go to this right-hand side. Good carry here as they work it towards the 30 from Hosking. Eisenhuth into the lock forward role, taking over from Isaiah Yeo. Different style of player. Don't know if he'll do as much ball playing through the middle as Yeo invariably does for the Panthers, as Edwards, on play number 5, will bring it back here and play it just short of the halfway line. Cogger, 4th game filling in for Nathan Cleary off the back of the hamstring strain right here against the Dragons, where he came off the bench and was very good first up, filling in for Cleary.
Yeah, really professional set there from Penrith to get underway for the night. Nice work from Edwards, carrying on play 4 offload here from Dom Young. I'd keep going. Yeah, I feel like they've got some momentum. Newcastle's defence this year hasn't held up under big blocks of possession on their line, and that's how the Panthers suit Fisher Harris here.
He works it towards the Knights' defence. We'll begin this set just outside the Newcastle 10 as Kenny waits there at dummy half. Here is Eisenhuth. Leota down Main Street. Stop me if you can stuff. Good stop there by Thompson and also Crossland. Kenny comes across to Cogger. Salmon for Peachey here, tracking to the middle. Edwards sees some space. He beats Ponga. This tremendous fullback, Dylan Edwards. The number 1 runner in the game for metres.
Yeah, there's a number of times they've run this play where Cogger and Salmon have linked together and changed angles with Peachey and just push him through the middle, as he always does. Never out of the contest, Dylan Edwards. He picks up his 9th try of the season, and his form just continues to get better and better every single week. The Penrith fullback. And you go back to the run it was from Moses Leota. And some of the sides in the competition, they like to go 1 or 2 plays to a certain field position to come back with the big strike play. Well, the run from Leota off the change of angle from Eisenhuth in the pass.
Back out to that left edge and then through the middle. The Knights try to scoot across the line to recover. From right in front, Cogger adds 2 points and Penrith will eventually suffocate them into making a mistake as Crossland comes to Saifidi. Only a gain of 5 or so there for the front rower.
Set restart, this will help.
Certainly will. First back-to-back set since Penrith scored, in fact. They've gone set for set from that point on. Frizzell. Across the halfway line, it's an offload away to Crossland. Gamble is there. Shows it to Thompson, finds Lucas. Pushing in. As Tungor tracking back towards the middle of the field and made a good tackle. Crossland for Elliott here. Hastings now, players in motion. Ponga is one of them. Cut out ball. Young takes on Edwards. Back to the middle. The pass was okay and Ponga puts it down. The referee was right there. Ben Cummins had no issue with the ball back on the inside from Young to Ponga.
great skill from Kalen Ponga. The way in which he can move on the pass with his hips and get on the outside with that short acceleration. Too much to handle. Great work from Ponga.
On beside the uprights, Jackson Hastings adds 2 points. We're locked up here at Penrith, 6-all. The season with that, again, a knee injury. He'll be back in 2024. Crossland has filled that number 9 jersey pretty well ever since. Fisher Harris here, 30 out from the Knights line. Eisenhuth is back to the middle where it's Lindsay Smith who'll play it. Options either side. They're deep on this right edge in particular. Eisenhuth, Edwards, Tungor gets away from Crossland, bounces off the shoulder there of Elliott into the path of Jacob Saifiti. Quick play the ball. Kenny, he comes back through Fisher Harris. Great passing. Cogger, 7, away to Peachy. What play by Penrith. It doesn't get any better than that. On the left edge, it was something to watch. Fisher Harris in particular, great piece of play here to be the link man. Throws it out the back. Cogger threaded the needle. Salmon, Sorensen, on to Peachy. What a 4-pointer.
Boy, that's hours and hours and hours of small skill practice. That is beautiful to watch, and great reaction from Kenny. Out of dummy half, it was a great play the ball again from Isaac Tungor, and then out to their left-hand side. Newcastle, well, they had all jammed in trying to shut the play down, which left space on the outside, and the catch and pass. Kalen Ponga just allowing time for the bunker to check this.
Hoping there was a
See
touch
too much wrong
by
with the
Peachy.
Okay, hold there. Hold there.
The whistle.
No, we're still here. Just say it over time.
And Kalen Ponga, unfortunately, he's told he's going to drop it out. An awkward one here to handle. Young off the bouncing ball. Fires it backwards. Cleaned up here, and Tyrone Peachy. A swan drive to score the Panthers' 3rd. Well, it was a brilliant piece of play by Young initially, but scrambling back, the Knights couldn't clean it up.
Jerseys around the footy compared to Newcastle. Watch this. Ball thrown backwards. Look at them. 1, 2, 3, 4. All around the footy. Someone with that utility value that Peachy brings is so handy.
And now Cogger just dabs one between the posts. It's a handy lead here for the Panthers with plenty of Origin stars missing here this evening. Lobs it down to the arms of Marju. He'll bring it back. Strong carry there. He puts Spencer Leniu on the seat of his pants. Not many can do that. Boy, he's a solidly built winger.
Yeah, good is he?
Man, back through the middle. Jacob Saifiti. He's backing his way into that Penrith defensive line. Again, the Panthers banking points off the back of the penalty and then a goal line dropout. Best. Stuttering step as he loses the ball in the tackle. In fact, Cogger quickly counter-attack. They spread it away to Salmon. He had Peachy out there again. Surely bellowing for the ball, Tyrone Peachy, the form he's in here tonight. Now Taruva brings it back. Cogger was thereabouts and might have helped it out there. Maybe a bit unlucky, the Newcastle Knights. Referee nor the sideline official didn't see that.
There's a lot of blood coming out the back of his jersey. Set restart, no penalty.
It is Hetherington going to be called out by Ben Cummins.
You slap him in the face.
And it is going to be 10 in the sin bin. Jack Hetherington dramatically over the past couple of seasons. Let's wait and see what happens in here. The little slap there for his trouble. Didn't think too much of that. He had Marju in front of him, so Tungor hangs on to it. Still 5 metres out. On the last. Goes back to Cogger, who kicks again. Sorensen on the chase. Young is there, though, who beats everybody to it. The Knights have done well defensively in that set. On a quick tap here, it's Marju. Tries to split the Panthers open.
Yeah, he'll need to rethink that, Jack Cogger. If he kicks too long towards that side of the field, this man's just too good in the air, too big, too athletic for Sunia Taruva. Just needs to land it a little shorter, like he did the previous one for Tyrone Peachy and Jamin Salmon, somewhere in the vicinity of Jackson Hastings. That's a better kick option.
again on this left-hand side. They'll have time barely for one more play. Man, fires it across to Elliott. What's the trick shot here from Hastings? Stepping, he'll be wrapped up though, and the siren will sound. And that will end the first 40 minutes, a half in which the two-time defending champs lead 3 tries to 1 and 16 points to 6.
Scotty Sorensen.
Just saw the chance there for a cheapie right across the chest of Sorensen and gave away a penalty. And the Panthers have been 100 out of 100 as far as scoring off penalties here in this game. Yet to make a mistake with their hands. They're 24 from 24. Kenny goes to Lindsay Smith, runs to Frizzell. He'll play it barely a metre out, maybe 10 centimetres out by the time he plays the ball. Kenny to the short side again. Cogger's there. So is Salmon to Ruber. Nothing doing, so the winger comes back to the middle. Cogger's there. Said restart here for the Panthers, and Edwards will take the tackle just outside the 10. Big chance to blow the scoreline wide open. Salmon, Peachy, looking for a hat-trick after the first half double. Still up against 12 men here for another 60 seconds just beyond. Kenny finds Eisenhuth. Turns it back to Spencer Leniu. Got through the tackle there, a man. He's stopped by Frizzell and Saifidi. Kenny for Cogger. Here is Salmon again. Good hands. Peachy to Ruber. Stops. Goes. Steps his way into space. Beat Ponga. Couldn't beat the last defender. Another set restart though. So 4 sets in a row here for the Panthers. Off the back of the scrum. Remembering Cogger put in a kick on play number 1. And at the end of it all, Jamin Salmon from dummy half barely goes 50 centimetres and scores for the Panthers.
Yeah, this left-hand side running right tonight for Penrith. Scotty Sorensen's enjoying it. Gagai's slow to get off his feet, and Salmon just swooped. Newcastle now, well, they'll get a full set inside the 20-metre zone of the Panthers, and a great test, one I think that Ivan Cleary will enjoy. A bit of possession down on his line to see how his side responds.
So Zach Hosking there alongside Matt Eisenhuth. He's passed his HIA, is the word from the Panthers bench. As Hastings here goes to Hetherington, taking some stopping. Around the legs was Spencer Leniu. Back to the left room, man, then Hastings, a dummy, they've cracked them. They got them. They finally found the red zone, and they have points off the back of it.
And Hastings from close range just gets Lindsay Smith going sideways. Dylan Edwards had just anticipated that the play would go to the long side, and that left some space just wide of the ruck. Great work from Hastings. Gee, they needed that, Newcastle. And the Knights halfback gets his first try of the season, and it could be an important one.
Handy piece of work. Have to convert all these chances, which Hastings does, and it's 20 points to 12. Might have a set play in mind right here off the scrum win. Peachy will take it forward. So if you go back to last year in this situation, missing their origin stars, they were 2-0. Combined wins against the Bulldogs and the Tigers. They've won here tonight against the Knights. And they went within an ace of beating the Cowboys last week, denied only in golden point time. They've won 3 out of 4 while the Stars have been rested by their coach. They are a champion team, and they've proven that again here tonight. At home in front of a big crowd. They've really hurt the Knights' chances of making the top 8 this season